When you look up at the night sky, you see stars and planets. But there's something else, a graveyard of dead machines. 49 defunct Indian satellites silently orbit Earth, relics of past missions. These satellites are now space debris, cosmic clutter in crowded orbits. Imagine a highway where every broken-down car is left forever. That's what our orbits are becoming. The silent graveyard above is a stark reminder. Our actions in space have long-lasting consequences. Space junk is anything man-made left in orbit that no longer serves a purpose. It includes dead satellites, spent rocket stages, and thousands of fragments from explosions or collisions. These objects range from entire satellites to tiny flecks of paint, all traveling at speeds up to 28,000 kilometers per hour. Even a small fragment can punch a hole through a working satellite or shatter solar panels. Spent rocket bodies, large, hollow cylinders, are some of the biggest threats, tumbling uncontrollably through space. When satellites or rockets explode or collide, they create clouds of debris, each piece a potential bullet. The danger is invisible but constant, threatening everything from GPS to astronaut safety. Space debris isn't floating gently, it's a high-speed hazard. A single collision can create thousands of new fragments, multiplying the risk. Our entire space infrastructure is at risk from this silent, relentless threat. The more we launch, the more crowded and dangerous space becomes. Space junk is a growing problem we can't afford to ignore. India is responsible for 129 trackable pieces of space debris, our own contribution to the orbital junkyard. This includes 49 defunct satellites, 23 in low Earth orbit, 26 in geostationary orbit. Add to that 40 spent rocket bodies from PSLV launches, plus others from GSLV and LVM-3. 33 fragments came from a single PSLV-C3 rocket breakup, showing how one event can create dozens of threats. Each piece is a legacy of India's space achievements, but also a long-term problem. While other nations have created more debris, India's growing space program means we must take responsibility for our share. Every new mission adds to the risk, unless we change how we operate. The numbers are a wake-up call. Our actions have lasting impacts in orbit. As we launch more missions, we must avoid adding to this celestial landfill. India's orbital footprint is growing, and so is our responsibility. The time to act is now. The biggest fear is the Kessler Syndrome, a chain reaction of collisions that could make orbits unusable. One crash creates more debris, which triggers more collisions, spiraling out of control. Imagine a cosmic billiards game. One impact scatters fragments, each becoming a new threat. If this runaway effect starts, certain orbits could become so dangerous that we couldn't launch new satellites at all. This would cut us off from space, trapping us on Earth behind a barrier of our own junk. The Kessler Syndrome isn't science fiction. We're edging closer to this tipping point. Every piece of debris increases the risk, making prevention critical. Losing access to space would mean losing satellite communications, navigation, and exploration. The stakes are enormous for our daily lives and future ambitions. Preventing a cascade of collisions is essential for keeping space open. We must clean up our act before it's too late. The future of space depends on what we do now. India isn't ignoring the problem. ISRO has pledged to make all missions debris-free by 2030. The debris-free space mission aims to ensure satellites are designed for controlled re-entry, burning up safely at the end of their lives. Future satellites will reserve fuel for deorbiting, preventing them from becoming space junk. ISRO's Project Netra will track debris and warn of potential collisions, allowing satellites to dodge danger. Active removal technologies, like those tested in the SPARDEX mission, are also in development. The focus is on prevention. Every mission must have a plan for safe disposal. Cleaning up space is as important as exploring it. India wants to lead in both innovation and responsibility. The 2030 goal is ambitious, but necessary for a sustainable future in space. We owe it to future generations to protect the final frontier.